What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, Kansas City? And what is going on, everybody? And welcome to the Beat of KC. As you guys saw from the thumbnail, I'm calling it. I'm going out there and I'm going to go ahead and say Patrick Mahomes II wins the MVP in the 2021 to 2022 season. I think he does it. And I'm extremely excited, and I really am going to break this down and tell you why he wins the MVP this coming year. So if you're interested, I suggest you stay tuned right after this. But before we dive in and start talking about this epic MVP season, which I think could be record-breaking, I ask that you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, comment down below, and now it's time to get into this video. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, like I've said, not only in the thumbnail, not only in the intro, I'm going to say it yet again. I think Patrick Mahomes II wins the MVP this coming season, and I'm about to lay it all out for you. The first thing I'm going to start off with, and I think it's the most obvious one, is the fact that the offensive line was 100% revamped to really fit what we need. And, I think that is going to be the biggest key piece to this. And the reason I'm going to take it a step further is the fact that depth was created. I think we went into last year knowing that our offensive line was good. It wasn't elite, it was good. And we knew that if everything went as planned as far as health, we were going to be back in the Super Bowl. That happened, but as I said in the video that I put out yesterday on this revamped offensive line, we got to the Super Bowl and we were literally limping in there. It was being held on by duct tape. This thing was a broken offensive line. You had Eric Fisher out with a torn Achilles. You had Mitchell Schwartz who needed back surgery. You had a third, even potentially a fourth string starter. It was just absolutely incredible to see. But the thing is we made the Super Bowl. Now you're talking about bringing in a ferocious offensive line. You have Orlando Brown, ladies and gentlemen. You have Joe Thuney. We go out and draft Creed Humphrey. We go out and draft Trey Smith. You bring in Austin Blythe. LDT is coming back. You have Lucas Niang coming back, who was a draft pick the year prior. You have Rimmers coming back. You have Yasir Durant coming back. You have Nick Allegretti coming back. You have just a slew of offensive linemen that, yes, some of those were on the team last year, but they're going to be used as depth. And we really went out and got some all-pro. Did I forget to mention Kyle Long? I do believe so, because Kyle Long came over as well. So that really is a major upgrade to why I feel Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP. The next major reason why I feel Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP is the fact that all his coaching staff is coming back. Eric Bieniemy somehow miraculously does not get a head coaching job and is yet again back with the Kansas City Chiefs. As a Chiefs fan and really just looking at the Chiefs organization, I could not be more excited for this, that he's coming back. I do think he deserves to be a head coach, and every time I hear him talk, I want to run through a brick wall because I'm so motivated and just so hyped up because he speaks so well to players. He can relate to players. He played in the NFL, but he is a player's coach, but he's also a motivator. He can speak to players. He was a beast of a running back. Absolutely incredible. So, he gets Eric Bieniemy back. He obviously still has Coach Reid there that is just a wizard when it comes to working plays. His QB coach is coming back. The list goes on and on when it comes to the coaching staff. But then we're going to take it a step further. And I think you're creating more weapons for Patrick Mahomes. You go out and draft Noah Gray, who I think is going to be a sneaky pick in the draft. But I also think he's going to be a very well-rounded player for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's going to be able to play on the special teams, but he's also going to be able to line up in all different positions in this offense. He's going to be able to help support Travis Kelce, who is an absolute workhorse for Patrick Mahomes. You have one of the most elite receivers in Tyreek Hill, and some people argued that he is the best deep threat in the history of this game. Obviously a lot of people started to argue, have we not heard of Randy Moss? That could be a completely separate video. But the fact that people are talking that Tyreek Hill could potentially be one of the most incredible deep threats of all time, you have him for Patrick Mahomes. Then the list starts to go on and on when it comes to receivers. You're talking about Byron Pringle coming back, who is very well in tune with this offense. Demarcus Robinson, who is, again, very well in tune with this offense. Mecole Hardman, very well-oiled machine when it comes to this. Some of those players I listed have had some catching issues. Some of them drop the balls. But the thing is they're aware of what Patrick Mahomes' tendencies are. They know if they go here after a play is broken, they can run out and Patrick Mahomes is going to make a play and make that thing happen. How many times do you see a scramble and just out of nowhere a receiver pops up and Patrick Mahomes hits him in the chest and it's a touchdown? It's just absolutely miraculous. Like I said, guys, you have Dieter, who could still potentially make the team. They draft Powell from Clemson in this draft. There are a ton of options. Still a lot of things are going to happen. We haven't even got to training camp yet. But I do think that is yet again another reason why Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP. Another reason why I feel Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP is because, in all honesty, our schedule. And the reason I say that is because I don't feel the Kansas City Chiefs have the easiest schedule. A lot of people say, yes, they're going to go 17-0. I think one person said 17-0. Maybe it was Keyshawn Johnson. I don't know. But I've seen a lot of people call 15-2. I've seen a lot of people call 14-3. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's be real. This schedule is going to be tough. And the very first game out the gate against the Cleveland Browns in Arrowhead Stadium is going to be a tough game. You obviously are going against Nick Chubb. You're going against Kareem Hunt. You're going against Baker Mayfield. You're going against Odell Beckham. You're going against Jarvis Landry. You are going against a very good offense with a very well-rounded defense who has Myles Garrett, who just went and signed Jadeveon Clowney, who has Mack Wilson there in the middle. Their secondary is starting to get extremely, extremely good. So that is going to be a tough football game. Patrick Mahomes is going to throw the football a lot, probably. But the thing to think about, too, is it could be a high-scoring game. I think that's where Patrick Mahomes starts to shine. He's going to rack up the stats because a lot of these games are going to be a high-potent offense-driven type game. And, you got to think about some of the opponents we're going to be playing this year, even just within the division. You got the Chargers, who we're going to be playing, who has played the Chiefs pretty tough once they've gotten Justin Herbert. I think, like I just stated, the Cleveland Browns. You do have the Green Bay Packers, who at this moment still currently have Aaron Rodgers as their starting quarterback. You guys know that we're going to be playing the AFC North. So you got the Baltimore Ravens, who are led by Lamar Jackson, and we know that squad. They're obviously the Pittsburgh Steelers and what they present every time. It's always a good competition. We got, the Tennessee Titans. So what I'm basically going to wrap that whole thing up is the fact that our schedule isn't going to be easy, and we're going to have to score, of course, in this high-powered offense to win football games. Who's doing that? Patrick Mahomes and all the weapons. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is why I believe Patrick Mahomes will win the MVP in this coming year. I'm going to save the stats. I'm going to save exactly what I'm going to predict for another video because we are so early on. But I wanted to at least put this video out there to let you guys know I am predicting an MVP season. And as we get going a little bit closer, I will put those stats out there, at which I do believe he will put up. And then we'll be able to compare as the season goes on, how close I am, and really if I even call it correctly. So I appreciate you guys swinging by and checking out this video from the beat of KC. As always, I hope you guys have a fantastic day and have a good one.